So last week at the Colleague Invitational, Jay Crawford got a chance to sit down and speak with Peyton Manning, who knows a thing or two about playing quarterback in the NFL. And Deshaun Watson came up in their discussion, and this is what Peyton had to say about Deshaun Watson as he prepares for the 2024 season. Steven, let's
Well, that's what everybody is hoping for, certainly. And Deshaun's just got to go out there and get the reps and do it, right? It's hard, I think, to get into a flow when you're playing some, you're injured, you're not playing some, and to get into a rhythm as a quarterback is the most important thing. And so hopefully Deshaun and Kevin can have a full 17 games together, right? Play caller, calling plays into one quarterback, and just building over the course of the season some rhythm and continuity. So it starts there. Look, when you have Myles Garrett in that defense, you don't have to go out there and just light it up with 35 points. Knowing that, let's protect the ball. Let's go beat the Steelers 21-20, right? Go beat the Ravens 17-14. I mean, the division I think it's the hardest division in football. I mean, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, like, where did that come from, right? And so it's not going to be easy, but I'm pulling for Deshaun. I like Kevin Stefanski. I like the way he coaches, and I think, look, I'm a big fan of the Haslam family. They're a Tennessee family, and I know they want to get it right and are committed to getting it right. So I could see the Browns making a little run this year.
All right, but he didn't really say what we were alluding to in this question there, Mike.
Yeah, Jay kind of lied.
Holy moly.
What?
I had to turn up my headphones because I could barely hear Peyton Manning.
And then he forgot.
And then you are so loud in my headphones.
Well, you can't get mad at me for that. That's on you.
I wasn't blaming you. I just said holy moly. I'm like going deaf from you.
You pulled your own Omaha right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when Jay told us about this on Monday at the Austin Car Golf outing, I think he read a little more into it than what Peyton actually said.
Yeah.
Right? Jay, are you agreeing?
Bro, hey Jay, did you read the Cliff Notes for this? Like this, I didn't get what you said. You said that it sounded like Peyton was not. He's kind of feeling like Deshaun wasn't gonna get it together. Actually, in contrary, it seems like Peyton was like, I think they're going to have a breakout year this year.
I didn't think Jay – I thought Jay said just that, like, the season comes down to Deshaun Watson, that Peyton said that.
That's what I thought.
Which is obviously true. I mean, that's,
I didn't necessarily get that impression listening to that. Did you?
He didn't say that there, but no. But
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I think Peyton, the most important thing Peyton said was that in this division – with that defense, nobody's asking you to be. You don't have to be this guy that G. Bush is talking about.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
and Peyton Manning's full of shit.
Get him, Lieutenant. Get him, Lieutenant.
You don't. Like, to win games for the Cleveland Browns, you don't have to be this superhero quarterback anymore. Because the defense is that good. That's
first
why
of all, we don't know the defense is that good. It's a new
What
year.
do you mean?
Tyvus, it's a new year.
We're going off of recent history.
Tyvus, but
all I can go off of is the facts.
Hold on a second.
That's presented to me.
The fact is, you played for two very good defensive franchises, did you not?
Who was the first?
Well, the Niners were good when you were there.
The Niners wasn't there yet.
But they've been a good franchise defense,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And you played with some of the best defensive players and defense in America.
I have.
It's hard. It's not like quarterback. Defense doesn't always translate from year to year at the same level. Like if last year the Browns were one of the best.
Don't you say this. Go ahead, say your statement.
I'm saying, like,
I'm just telling you.
I expect the Browns defense to be good this year, but the idea that it's some short thing, they're going to be a top 2 or 3 defense again this year, that you don't know from year to year. If the Browns were the 9th best defense this year, that wouldn't surprise me. Would it surprise you if they were the 9th best defense?
Yeah, they can't be top 5.
Yes.
I don't know, guys.
Yes.
It's hard to be excellent on defense back-to-back years.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It doesn't happen all the time.
I've watched teams do it.
I'm not saying it never happens. I'm saying it's not easy.
Is Baltimore good every year on defense?
No.
Really?
Not top 5 good every year. I didn't say.
I got to check the stats.
Traditionally, they're a good.
What about Pittsburgh?
Not every year are they top. I'm not saying not good. I'm saying it's not necessarily top 5 every year.
So
And by the way, how have those two teams done in the playoffs recent years?
So I don't want to bury the lead
That's
here.
irrelevant.
The lead was Deshaun Watson doesn't have to be that to win.
Is it fair to put all the pressure on Deshaun Watson this season? The answer is no. It's not.
Okay. First of all, not all the pressure's on him, but he deserves more pressure than anybody else. Because
Yes,
most of the other guys on the
I'm
team
just
have performed.
I'm answering the question at the bottom of the
Yeah.
screen. All the pressure. No.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Forget who the player is. I'm the GM of the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
And I call another team and I say, I'm going to trade. I want a player from your team.
Okay.
I'm going to give you. What did the Browns trade? They gave him 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, didn't they? In that trade?
I don't think it was 2 seconds.
Can you look it up? I don't remember.
Wasn't it a second and a fifth or something like that?
If you look it up, there was at least 3 firsts and 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
And then when I acquire that player,
It was 3 firsts, a third, and a fourth.
okay, it wasn't a second.
Okay.
3 firsts, a third, and a fourth. That's a lot to give up for a player, for one player,
I
is it
agree.
not?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to make you the highest paid player in the game.
Okay.
Okay.
And 2 years later, you're going to come to me and say, like, what? And the player, well, I just need to be okay.
That's not
I
what
just need to be
That's
okay.
not what I said.
I think-
that's not what I said.
No?
I said he don't have to be this guy that puts up 5,500 yards. That's what I said.
Here's what.
If Deshaun Watson puts up 4,300 yards this season and throws for 34 touchdowns.
Well, come on. That's an
a good
awesome
year.
season. What are you
My
talking
boy,
about?
But it's not extravagant.
What
It's not
do-
this
what-
unbelievable season of 5,000 yards and 50
I'm
touchdowns.
not saying he's got to be.
That's what people want. That's what people expecting out of this man. And I'm
But
just like,
you're
it ain't
not-
got to be like that. Okay, 28 touchdowns. 4,300 yards, 28 touchdowns.
That would be good.
That's what I'm
that would be
talking
good,
about. That's what I'm talking about.
But we'd want it to be better. And
But you would
ultimately-
take that, though.
Okay, sure.
And the Browns
I
would be
take that.
successful this
And the Browns
season.
would probably be successful.
Thank you.
with that.
That's what it answers my question.
But that's still a very good season.
Deshaun,
That's all I'm telling you.
That's a great. He's a top 10 quarterback with those
That's
numbers.
okay, fine. If you want to
Deshaun.
say that,
Yeah.
fine.
Deshaun, don't you already know?
Yeah.
We done already spoke on this. You know what it is? It's 4,500, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we
They
need.
paid him
already
and
know.
traded what they did for him to be a superstar. Is that fair or not?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
How many quarterbacks get paid and don't show up?
At that level?
Period. Go recent history outside
Yeah.
of Lamar,
Go ahead.
because Lamar showed up last year.
Yes, he did.
Everybody else that got paid, did they have a great season?
No, Burrow did not
Allen,
have a good year.
Yeah, go ahead.
Josh Allen had a good year.
They were solid.
These are the highest paid quarterbacks in football.
Yeah.
Burrow, last year.
Did not have a good year, obviously.
He was out.
Trevor Lawrence, who
didn't have a
just
good
got
year.
paid.
Was terrible.
Well, he just got paid, so we got to see what he does this
That's
year.
true.
Go ahead.
Jared Goff had a good season.
Had a very good season.
He just got paid though.
And he did just
so
get
we
paid,
got to
too.
see.
You're right.
This
Herbert?
year. Did not have a. He was
He
okay.
didn't have a great year.
Yeah, it was okay.
I mean, yeah.
Lamar Jackson had a
great
great
He
year.
had a great year. MVP.
Jalen Hurts, first year of his extension was last year. Took a step back.
He was.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't like a great season, but it was good.
Kyler Murray.
Didn't play.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That contract.
That's my point.
It looks like it
So
right
my
now.
point is,
But here's the bottom
nobody
line.
really outside of one or two people. Nobody showed up.
But here's the bottom line there, Tyvis. All of those guys, except for Kyler Murray, have been great for at least one of the last 2 seasons. Deshaun Watson hasn't been great for 3 years. It's been 3 years since he's been great. Or now 4 seasons since he's been great coming into this year.
And part of
We
part of it
didn't
is
trade for him. I didn't lose my mind when I was live on the air when that trade broke. I lost my mind. I was screaming and yelling. Why did I do that? Because I thought he'd be another Baker Mayfield? No, because I thought he'd be a superstar.
But partially, can you at least say that partially because he has not played a full 17 games?
That's part of.
Of course, that's a factor.
So how could you say that?
But-
That's my point.
But when he's played, he hasn't played particularly well.
This is the
my
reason.
God.
Come on now.
This is the reason.
Oh, my
This is the reason I say.
Why do we always come
When
back
he
to
just
this?
mentioned
to
Joe
this.
Burrow, did I say he was hurt? No, I said he didn't play well last year. I want to hear it.
But
I know that, but he didn't play well.
This
I mean,
is
he
very,
didn't play well enough.
This is very evident. This is very easy. The reason why that he does have to play at that level, I would ask Peyton Manning this question. Okay, Peyton, so you played in an era where there was Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, yourself,
Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben
Yeah.
Eli Manning. You had a lot of great quarterbacks at that time.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers was great at that time. So my thing, Brett Favre was still playing. My thing is, you knew that just to even get to the championship, you had to see Tom Brady. If you wanted to win, you had to beat Aaron Rodgers. You had to beat Ben Roethlisberger. You couldn't afford to say, let me beat the Steelers 21-20. No, there were some games you had to put the team on your back and say, we are going to win because I'm not going to make any mistakes today.
Which we seen that. We seen Ford do that the last time he
No,
was.
we haven't.
That was nice. I like that. I'm not going to dismiss it.
I'm just telling you.
That was nice.
I just said he did it. That's all. All I want to say is that we have at least seen it one time.
But here's
the last game he played. He did do
Patrick
that.
Mahomes.
That's all I'm saying.
Patrick Mahomes is in your division.
Conference.
Your conference might as well be your division. They get home field advantage, and you got to go to Arrowhead because they got a terrible division. They're gonna have one of the best records,
probably.
So if you mean to tell me you're gonna go into Arrowhead and play ball control and play 21-20 football,
Are they coming here? Or are we going
you're
there?
dead. You're not gonna do
here.
it. It does not happen.
That's right. This is not, an era where, okay, the best defense is going to win. This is an arms race in the AFC. In this division, you have Lamar Jackson, who's won 2 MVPs. You've got Joe Burrow, who's gone to 2 AFC championship games. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest young quarterback we've ever seen in the history of football.
Tua has a whole USA track team.
And oh boy, there's a quarterback who's a second-year quarterback out of Ohio State
that looks
pretty damn good in Houston.
With a crazy upgraded receiving core.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to
They got the best wide receiving core in the league.
If you think you're going to hand the ball off,
3 yards in a cloud of dust,
and make no. And you know what, Deshaun, you shouldn't want it like that. I want it. I don't know. I can't want it more than you do. But guess what? I want you to put it to bed.
Listen,
so people can just shut up.
Listen.
Here's go get 5 racks.
kick ass. That's it.
And then be cocky about it.
Yeah.
All y'all cats was telling. See, that's the thing about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning would tell you, I'm the sheriff out here. You guys running here. Listen, I'm Peyton Manning. I'm gonna put an extra 35 points on the board just because you playing with me. They playing with your name, bro.
Y'all saying that to me like I don't want these things.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. Y'all, I'm with you on this. I'm waiting on them to go crazy too. I'm just saying, I'm answering the question that's on the screen. All the pressure is not on him to win.
But there's more on him than
I
anybody
agree with
else.
that statement. Yes. He's got a lot. Yeah, he's got the majority of the pressure, but not all of it. If that defense shows up,
We know
he can get away with. They can get to the Super Bowl. I feel like with good quarterback play.
Top 10.
Good quarterback play. Whatever number you want to put on that. However you want to take it. I'm just making a statement. You can take it how you want to take it.
He's got to play. He doesn't have to be the best quarterback in the league.
Thank you.
For 5,000 yards.
That's my point.
But he's got to be Pro Bowl caliber. Pro Bowl caliber. For them to win when it matters, he's got to be Pro Bowl caliber.
Sure. I agree with that.
That's it. I'm not, again, I'm not asking him to be better than Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's better than Patrick Mahomes. But I'm asking him to be a stud because they traded and paid him to be a stud. And he's not been a stud, and he needs to be.
Look, you got something you want to say? We're not asking him to be better than Patty. That's all.
Listen, man. Hey, so you supposed to want to take a challenge, though, bro. Like at one point in time, Deshaun Watson was known as one of the top 3 quarterbacks.
He's the second best quarterback in the league.
In the world. And so what I'm trying to get across to him is I understand winning is great, but man, there's a certain thing like Kobe and like LeBron and like they don't want to be no second. They don't want to be good. They just want to be like, I used to be one of those guys. Like, and Tyvis in the league, when you one of them guys in the league, everybody know it.
Yeah, they do.
And he's not been that guy in Cleveland.
Your girl knows it.
Yeah, they do.
Your family knows it. Because you got to go out. You Bruce Leroy. There's nothing they can do with you.
Bruce Leroy.
He ain't lying.
And you walk different. They treat you different at the jewelry store. They be like, oh, that's that boy Deshaun Watson.
And has he been that guy in Cleveland? No.
He ain't been that.
No.
And your predecessor, C.J. Stroud, is now looking like that guy. He running around here with Michael Parsons telling him, shut up, Michael Parsons. You don't know what you talking. I'm like, dang, C.J. Stroud is live like that.
That's true.
I want you to get back to that top 3 so bad.
I do too.
So you can just
I do too.
Just
If you asked every player in the NFL right now in a secret poll, you, Tyvis Powell, went and talked to every NFL player right now.
because I'm not a media member, so they'll tell me.
And you privately said to them, who you want as your quarterback, C.J. Stroud or Deshaun Watson. Would any player take Deshaun Watson?
That's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
You want to ask that in the city?
That's a tough question.
Tyvis got to eat here.
If you went up to every player in the NFL and asked them, would you take Deshaun or CJ? I mean,
CJ feels like he's the man after 1 year.
You would think they would say CJ,
Yeah.
but you also got to see it for multiple years.
All right,
and
but I haven't seen it for 4
Deshaun,
years with Deshaun.
they'll say, well, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So it's.
All right, I'm curious.
I think you'll get divide on that one.
You know damn well that if I said the Browns could trade Deshaun right now for Stroud, that you would take that trade.
Hey,
well, first of all, let me get something.
Yeah.
Let's get something clarified. I love the Cleveland Browns. I grew up a Cleveland Browns fan. I even got a chance to be in OTAs for about a month with the Cleveland Browns. I got to put the helmet on. It was one of the best moments of my life. But at heart, I am a Buckeye first. So with that being said, if we got a chance to get a Buckeye, of course, why would I go against my Buckeye brother? So, yeah, of course I would take a Buckeye. But I'm straight with D. White because D. White is that deal. And he going to show you all this year why he that deal. I don't care what nobody
says. We all want it to happen.
And
nobody
if he don't, you're going to have to put a clown on me because I'm going to look like a straight clown because I done said it. The dude making a comeback this year. I just don't see him not having a good year. I promise. I don't see it. I just don't see it. My personal opinion, D. White going to ball out this year.
Okay.